into the jungle, which means LY4 on Harith as well as Sync will be going in towards the side lanes here. Mina, Kizipi, and as well as Sana will be taking care of the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, right now, this is going to be a Harith side lane, and these are your players for match number 4. This is game number 1. Remember, guys, every game in the group stage, aside from the tiebreakers, are best of 3. So, Unique Devo versus RSG, and we will head on to the player camps, not the Land of Dawn.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be loading in real quick here. So let's just see how this game is going to be turning out. Whoa, some really exciting stuff. Hanzo of all picks. Let's see how fast he's going to be able to hit that level 4. He should be able to devour a lot of those jungle creeps before his opponents. And arguably, they might even decide to go for an invade to steal your opponent's buffs real quick.
You know
5
what?
seconds till the
Jawhead
enemy
and
reaches the
Kaja has
battlefield.
these gap
Smash them.
closers to get close to a normal hero. But if you're
Welcome to
Hanzo,
Mobile
It
Legends.
doesn't matter,
it
right?
doesn't matter because they have to go the extra mile.
That's so true. Oh,
So
boy.
how does this work? I mean, for Jason right now, he is in the mid lane, and this is what we're talking about earlier: the versatility, the flexibility of these players to just move in and move out of roles. And how do you go and annoy a Hanzo when you come there
And it's
and
gone.
the monster is gone?
Absolutely, he just devours it instantaneously. He's gonna get the XP a little bit later. He's hitting level 2, and he sees this go down and realizes, oh shucks, I guess I gotta get out of here. Already blows his flicker super early on.
And looking at it, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very smart play coming out from RSG. Intelligent play, to be exact. Now, onto the top lane, we do have but onto the bottom lane, there is a fight happening. Sync and Defender going at it, and look at this. Execute will be used, and that is going to be first blood going to Sync.
Singh played that perfectly. Like, he was waiting for that revenge to actually end up before going back into the fight. And unfortunately for Defender, he should have kept pushing. He should have kept pushing his luck there, because again, he did have that Molten Size. If he could proc that passive maybe one more time, there is an opportunity to go back in. However, just having Execute as a battle spell, real nasty. Jason already level 4, trying to punish Lil as hard as he can, goes back, especially when he's in that when he's in that spirit form. It is a problem. It is a big problem.
And right now, you don't have the capability to contest this just because they're faster than you. Hanzo is not the same as your typical
resurrecting
jungler.
He really isn't. He really isn't, which makes a lot of things tough. Now, Turtle is back up, and this is going to pose quite a number of questions. Jason, once again, just going out and just harassing as much as he can before he just goes and devours his next buff. And this time it's going to be the purple buff. And it looks like Unique are gathering ready to try and jump onto this Turtle, but they know that RSG is just waiting for them, so they aren't pulling the trigger just yet.
I mean, for Jason, he can use that spirit to, harass, get information where the enemy is.
Yes.
There's a lot of utility on that spirit, and a lot of people are looking at it and just say that, oh, it has high damage. But as long as you can get info, that is good in itself.
Yeah, and plus, again, the movement speed is great. This is just way too many benefits. But what does Unique Devu do here?
Right now, for Unique Devo, they should just play their own game right now. Do not look at the things that you cannot answer, but Sync.
He's going in pretty hard. He chunks him out. Oh, Lil finding a pick onto Sana here. Gets ejected under the turret, but they're able to flicker out of there. Jason going in hard. Can he find that first blood? Yes, he does. Onto Defender. He goes down. And ooh, boy. Looks like the chase was ready in RSG. Fast on that rotation.
The variety of picks that are happening right now for RSG is real, and LY4 is still on the top lane, sitting pretty there. He's not needed at this moment, and he can just get the items, get the gold, get the XP, and just fight when he can.
Yeah, they are just playing this really well. Oh, wait, Divine Judgment actually being used, but Jason getting... I mean, it's not really going to matter here, but on top side, LY4 actually getting picked off there, and unfortunately, we just missed that. Oh, no, Defender. He walks into an absolute fiesta here. He shouldn't be there, and he immediately regrets leaping into his own death.
The trade on the other side of the map and you know that RSG won't take a trade down for an answer. They will just go in. They will try to make things equal. And right now, onto the bottom lane, the difference is there is a Jawhead defending on that lane. So no energy turrets are gonna go to that Benedetta.
Yeah, absolutely. And now LY4 dropping down that Salmon Force to try and make something happen here. KZP doesn't actually land the stun. However, Loyi... Oh, wait, sorry, that's not even Loyi. It's Jason who comes in pretty hard. Can he actually find that execution onto one shot? Yes, he does. But Sawo trying to look for his physical form doesn't exactly get any profits whatsoever when you have someone like KZP just monitoring that section of the map.
You know what? In terms of fighting Jason, if he doesn't get accounted for, then most likely he's gonna be the one who's gonna do the cleanup. But you know what? He's dealing a lot of damage as well, and it's up to Lil to, you know, decide if should I use the ejector on him? Should I use the unstoppable force on him just to stop him from just harassing my allies?
Yeah,
that's the dilemma.
It's a problem because, like, in that spirit form, even if you do kill it, he just midway just before he dies, says, okay, I just go back to my body. No big deal. It's like I'm at no loss.
Did I use any resource? No. Did you lose resources? Yes.
Yeah, barely any. It's so frustrating. And now Lil once again in that same exact dilemma position, going in pretty hard with that final blow. But Sana gets picked off finally as Lover and Sawo with the Divine Judgment manages to connect.
Right now, Unique Devo, that is a win for them. They can take this turtle quite easily. And let's see if Jason has an answer to this. And it's like RSG knows that they lack one member, so they're just gonna, you know, give it to them. Doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, as of right now, it doesn't matter. They don't have their big ticket items. And, oh, Jason still getting some good damage onto their Roger here, onto one shot. But the gold is absolutely... Actually, Unique is up in gold because of that turret as well as the turtle play.
But there is actually a lane swap, by the way.
Oh.
Harith went to the bottom lane, but there is a fight happening right here. KPZ getting caught out, but there is an Imperial Justice onto the side of RSG. But Defender here, trying to fight everyone, trying to defend everyone. Get the pun. That is going to be sort of a win for Unique Devo. Actually, that's a win for Unique Devo.
No, that's a huge win. Oh, wait, no, they might get a little bit more here. LY4 manages to use the Purify in time, preemptively using it so that he doesn't get ejected backwards. Some really nice timing coming in from LY4, but Unique still, they could go for the dive one more time, this time with the Unstoppable Force, and LY4 doesn't have any battle spells to get himself out of there, but Sana is there to turn the tides as he was able to just chunk him out from under the tower. Jason, once again, going to be pressuring that Wanwan.
The nukes, the bursts, ladies and gentlemen, coming out from that Harith and Louis combination.
Yes.
Right now, KPZ, he really, KZP, not KPZ, KZP really has to look out for those engages. Sometimes when you go in as a, let's say, as a Sylvana, you really need to look out for the backup. Because you're not as tanky as the other, you know, tanks, the innate tanks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, until you get some item, but unfortunately we didn't get to see this on camera. Here, off camera, Sync actually dropping himself there, but it looks like Defender's in a little bit of a scuffle right now. What is happening with Defender down onto the bottom side? It looks like he's gonna get punished once again here with a combination of LY4 as well as KZP, the Imperial Justice, as well as the Salmon Force has been used, and oh man, Defender is not having a fun game.
You know what? It actually makes sense right now, but I thought this makes sense as well. KZP goes down. But going back to what I was saying, like, Hanzo is somewhat of a strong independent ninja. He can clear waves on his own. He doesn't get into danger as much because you don't really have to go in or dive in for those monsters, for the jungle monsters. So that means KZP and Sana could focus on the other lanes.
Yeah, that does allow him to focus on the other lanes, and oh yeah, no, that you're absolutely right. He is an independent hero who can hold his own as well as the lanes. Oh boy, LY4 going to be jumped and pounced on. So much damage, but luckily was able to get some backup here. Oh boy, the Autobots really rolled out this time as they're going to be fighting right under the sun. The Imperial Justice actually landing on the Defender. He goes down, and unfortunately, that's also going to be Sawo locked in place. One shot is under fire fire here. Jason trying to make it work, but unfortunately he's in spirit form. He loses absolutely nothing, and he's crystal clear.
You know what? The Avengers assembled. They were there. They were the get backers, and they got back the ones who took LY4 out of his lane. He didn't necessarily go down, but still, that was a great move coming out from RSG, utilizing the diversion from Louis and making the most out of that converge that unique Juice Vult did.
Oh, KCB finding another pickup with the Imperial Justice and taking him out instantaneously. KZP just opening up unique Devo like a can of beans.
Sunset Lover, though, still getting items, and that Divine Judgment is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. Sunset Lover gets stunned. That was a waste, but right now Sunset Lover has actually has a way to fight against the Hanzo, but Sync getting caught out. And you know what? Right now, I think RSG is, overstaying their welcome and trying to, invade as much as possible. It's not really working for them right now.
It really isn't, and at least for Sunset Lover, he's having a much easier time kiting around Jason. And I think, that's just what's keeping him alive for a large majority here. But RSG, I mean, they are trading kills back and forth, even though when they make a good play and get ahead, they somehow just shoot themselves in the foot and fall backwards with the help of Sawo seeing the opportunity.
Right now, Jason going for that split, and look at the damage on the turret. They cannot do anything about it, and he always has this one rocket that follows him around. Just because of that Chohead. It doesn't matter, but KZP here missing the Imperial Justice. KZP very tanky here, but will it matter though, as he will go down? Oh no, he doesn't. He actually takes down Sunset Lover with the help of that Louis, and Lil trying to get away. The flicker is there. Sawo. Damage is not enough.
Damage definitely wasn't enough. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect Sato to do that much damage to Sunset Lover. He lost like half of his life in a single combo, and he wasn't even done yet.
I mean, if you could see the Louis where the projectiles are going to come from, it's easy to dodge. But when the Louis, positions himself properly, that's the time where you should actually get, a bit cautious about it, because the burst down is going to come. A lot of the skills are going to come out of that Louis, and you are gonna feel it.
Oh boy! I mean, what does Unique have to do at this point in time? Because they are just losing. They've lost a number of turrets at this point. Lord is starting to come up. What options do they have to actually crack open RSG to get ahead in this game?
I think they should try to find Jason now.
Oh, I mean,
they have the capability to find Jason. They even have like a Roger with items right now, so they can just do that and make them look out after Jason.
Oh, wait. Speaking of which, exactly what you just said. One Shot tries to go for it. He tries to live by his name, but unfortunately, he gets a little too far. With the help of the rest of the RSG members, they lock him down.
I guess it could be, a miscommunication. He went in without his allies. His ally should have been near, or someone should have engaged on the side of Unique Devo. So, yeah, I think Unique Devo here, they should really look out for those risky plays.
Oh, Defender, he's just holding on for as much as possible, and he can't seem to get it through, even with both sides. It's not over yet. Lil trying his very best, even with the unstoppable force, is not going to be enough to stop him, 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 Stop him. 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 Stop him, 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 stop him,
Devo wasn't in the best position for that fight. They were, RSG was chasing for them, and when the time came that they had a chance to go for the initiate, they just went for it. And you know what? Sunset Lover got harassed there a lot by Jason, but it was actually Sync who went straight for the electrifying blow. But right now, Roger is down. They don't have the retribution. This is an easy Lord take for the side of RSG.
Yeah.
Is this where it ends?
Yeah, I think this is just really nicely done by RSG. They pulled away. Jason already had used it. Jason didn't have his retribution up on cooldown yet, so his only option was to push away the person who did, which was one shot from that top side. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to try and split them apart, but RSG, with just the sheer number of people that they have, can easily do that against 3 members of Unique.
And what can you do right now? Jason going in, trying to do as much damage as possible. And look at here, getting scratched.
Yeah, I mean, he uses a big spell. That's a divine justice. A divine judgment there. As the rest of the team is looking to start pushing them out, they lose an inhibitor turret, but Benedetta, as well as the rest of the members of RSG, are going to be pushing from the top and bottom side at the same time. A 1v1 happening on bot side, but is actually able to take the damage coming in from Sana this time around.
Oh, Sync is taking over the base here of Devo.
Woo! He goes in. Fire.
He was playing with fire, and I think Sync really likes to do that. He went straight for the finishing blow on the 1-1 earlier.
LY4 popping down the Salmon Force, and this is just going to be a prolonged fight. Nobody really netting too much, but 2 inhibitors have gone down. Lil tries to go for another ejector. It just does not work. Sana has just as quick fingers as LY4 and uses preemptively the Purify.
Because, you know what? Jawhead is, somewhat predictable.
Yeah.
Knowing that he has his ejector on, you would know that he would use that.
I think Lil just has to, get used to not just playing so linearly, because he's realizing the members are very aware of when he does it. So he's got to be able to just kind of fake it out, because Purify is a very short spell. You immediately clean all of the crowd control that you have currently, and it protects you for the next 1.3 seconds. Yeah. That's a very short amount.
Mix it up a bit. If you see the Purify, probably go for the Unstoppable Force first. But right now, KPZ goes for the Imperial Justice. Let's see what's going to happen here as Sync is moving left and right. Jason trying to go for Sunset Lover. Sunset Lover, ladies and gentlemen, will get out of the way, but all the turrets, inner turrets for the side of Unique Devo is gone.
Yeah, and this just means that Super Minions will start crashing through. RSG has completed their objectives and now recall to go home. And this is going to be a closeout angle for RSG 17 minutes into the game. I mean, Unique has done a very good job here, but I don't see a way out.
I mean, right now for Unique Devo, they should just hold out and wait for RSG to make a mistake. I think them winning this involves RSG making a big mistake.
Yeah, I would definitely agree, and I think their win cons, we got to think about their win cons as well, because right now they're just wasting a lot of their ultimate abilities onto Jason when they really should be looking for They should be looking for LY4. They should be using the ejector onto Jason and looking for a potential stun on other members of RSG.
Now, Sunset Lover has all the items in the world, but you know what? Jason just goes for Sunset Lover. he dives in for Sunset Lover. And Sunset Lover, even if you have all the items in the world, if you have a scary ninja that hits hard in front of you, you will just run away as well.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how much kiting he has, he just has to, you know, make sure he maintains that distance. Defender getting hit once again. He is stunned down, but he's able to buy a little bit of time with that vengeance. Jason going into the backline. Sunset Lover getting the snare onto him. Sync goes pretty far to the backline, but can't really do too much. Lil still alive and still has his immortality. Both teams expanding resources, but no net worth has been claimed.
Sync right now is just unkillable. Like the way he moves, the way that he sustains off of his enemies, and I do think that, let's say that Benedetta really takes advantage of these kinds of strategies where everyone is in your face. Like, you get a lot of HP just by using one skill.
Oh, you get quite a bit. Oh, wait, hold on. Jason has already been, his spear point has been taken out, but that backline is going to be in trouble. Salvo, he goes down, comes back up, flickers over the wall, but the backline, it's not breaking. KZP is holding it. Defender can't break through. He's trying his absolute best. They find Sync. That's going to be one, but they've already lost Salvo in the process. KZP now is going to be the next to fall, but Jason, he's running for Sunset Lover. He can't get Sunset Lover again. LY4 continues to push on with his Examine Force, but it isn't going to be enough. Diversion. Does he take it? Sana takes it. Lil, are they going to bother breaking it? Oh, no. He does miss that last ability, the last shot, but now they're going to go for an end angle here, trying to break it once more, and there goes the Crystal. GG. Well played, going over to RSG.
And Jason, the whole game was unaccounted for.
Oh, yeah.
They were using a lot of the resources that was supposed to go to probably the Harry. And you know what? Just looking at it, is this really an Alucard? Who knows? Maybe it's a remake.
Oh, it doesn't look like a remake.
It doesn't look like a remake.
I'm worried now, like, no way! No way! No way they're pulling out an Alucard against Unique.
You know what?
Devo.
RSG is just opening the floodgates for the assassins right now. Open up!
This is gonna be nuts. We haven't seen Alucard touch pro play ever in the longest of times. It has been way too long since we've seen this hero pop up.
The last time it happened in the Philippines, it's probably MPL Season 4. And 4. It was never touched again.
For good reason or bad reason?
For a bad reason.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that this is going to be the day we're going to see Alucard touch the Land of Dawn on the world stage. Enjoy your meals, fans, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I know there are a lot of Alucard users here, but you know what? The realest guy in the room right now is Jason. He pulled that Alucard in professional play.
It's nuts. It's nuts. I genuinely thought, nah, this has to be a remake, right? Like, nobody just picks Alucard out of nowhere, and now they're just going through with it. It's time.
I was supposed to say that as well, but knowing them, they picked the Hanzo, so expect the unexpected.
This is mad. This is mad, but let's see how this is going to be playing out. Starting off from the Soul of Lava, he's going to be pathing up in towards the Gargoyle and finally picking off on towards Purple Buff here. Now the rest of the team, especially for Unique, they're going to have to start thinking about this because, again, it takes a long time for Alucard to scale into this game being a primary damage dealer, where LY4 will take control during that mid game.
And Sync Lil having a bit of a, you know, back and forth here. Like, Sync really wants to hit Lil, but Lil just, you know, keeps the distance and tries to go for those flowing bloods. But you know what? Lil is at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Oh, yeah.
Because he cannot get his orbs.
I mean, of course, but again, it really doesn't matter. Like, Lil can just walk up, just auto-attack Yuzong, doesn't really have to interact with him, wait for the wave to push into him, and just will clear it naturally. I mean, he doesn't really have to do too much. He's at a safe distance, and he's never going to be put in any real danger until level 4.
But although he's not getting his orbs, the thing is, he is still getting, you know, the gold, and he has the mystery shop on him. So that means it's his power spike is going to be a bit earlier than most.
Much earlier. Oh, they found it. They found Jason. They were already waiting on towards that mid rush, and now they're going for a full punish sync, trying to make something happen here. His passive is already active, but he might end up dying in the process. Oh my goodness. Sana was able to get the fastest feathered airstrike I have ever seen off.
I mean, for Alucard, when you're hitting people, you can sustain yourself. But if you cannot move and get popped like that, I mean, yeah, good job.
I mean, honestly, it was a mistake on RSG's part, and Unique took full advantage of it. They trade 1-for-1, however, which is a little unfortunate, but let's see if they do it once more. KZP walks out with smart missiles to protect himself from that power of nature, but the rest of the team is going to be backing away. Looking down back on bot side, LY4 having to deal with Defender here, who's doing a pretty good job.
And it seems to me that Unique Devo, they're putting Defender in spots where we need you onto the middle lane. Let's win this fight. But for LY4, RSG is like, okay, just farm. If we mess up, carry us later. You're our insurance policy.
All right, if this doesn't go well, we need you to do the work.
We need you to do the work. We'll help you.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Sunset Lover. He goes out of position just to make sure Jason has a bad time. Lil flickers on out of there. Doesn't want to get caught in that flame shot, but Sunset Lover now trapped in position, giving another kill. Is going to be going over towards RSG's side.
The only problem with Alucard right now, he's heavily kiteable by the play or the heroes here by the side of a Unique Devo. If you think about it, you have the Benedetta. If Alucard doesn't have the dashes anymore, how will you chase down the Benedetta?
Oh, that's true. That's true. It is a pretty difficult situation to be in, and KZP just making sure that he is trying to, doing tank things as a support, just making sure he's getting vision, making sure he's putting pressure on his opponent. But when you're up against something like Grok, who has who just, as long as he sticks by walls, his passive procs in, oh look, I'm unCCable and I can just walk in and walk out freely.
RSG right now just trying to give Jason a bit of space. I mean, Jason didn't have the best 2 minutes of his life. So
that's fair. That's fair. I can definitely understand. Let's have a look at the items actually to see how far he is or how behind he potentially is. LY4, Calamity Reaper already bought. Clock of Destiny being purchased by Lil here. Next Turtle coming up in the next 2 minutes. But so far this game has been pretty stale for the large majority of it. Nobody's making too much of a play. RSG aren't pushing for anything, knowing that they're going to be one man down. And Unique, as long as they stick together and play for the macro, it will work out. Unstoppable Force onto Sunset Lover as well as the Feather Airstrike, checking out 2 people. It's looking so good. Jason picking up one for himself. This was a really good pick coming out of KZP. Looked kind of trolled to begin with, but when the rest of Unique came tumbling down, Sana said hello. Feathered Airstrike.
That was a good initiation coming out from KZP. He just went straight for that ejector. Look at this. He answered the problem already, which is Sunset Lover. Sunset Lover was forced to go out. He didn't have enough chances to, set up his ultimate, go for a good knock-up. And what happened there was another dead Alucard in the middle lane.
I mean, it just happens sometimes, You go in really hard. What Alucard struggles to do is get out of these situations. Oh, but LY4 having to get away with the Xamin Force. When you have Defender as well as a Yishin on your back, you got to be careful. KZP looking for an opportunity to try and turn this around. As you can see, that Sync trying to 1v1 one-shot and actually winning it out in his Black Dragon form. He's going to go for one more. Ooh, Defender manages to get on out of that with his eye for an eye, perfectly blocking the damage.
Looking at it right now, as long as Sync is having a good time, I don't think one shot is safe.
Yeah, one shot is gonna struggle.
Yeah, one shot is gonna struggle. One shot is gonna get chased down by the Black Dragon form, and you can bet that it's either he's gonna die or he's gonna get back to base.
That's fair. That is fair. But what do they do at this point in time for Unique? Once again, like, they're in a pretty good position. I wouldn't say they're too far behind as well.
But you know what? Sync here, he's just, staying in lane, just trying to do it as much as possible. And I think for Unique Devo, they just need to keep on securing the objectives. I mean, they are a poke composition. So as long as they position themselves properly, I think it would be great. But Sync here isn't backing down. Harith there goes down as well onto the top lane.
Oh, looks like they just got absolutely doved on there, and LY4 is the one to be punished. Sawo just making sure he is doing his job as a tank, giving that information, and more importantly, just cutting off those flank routes.
And as you can see here, the turtle is the main priority here for the side of Unique Devo. They get it, and they get an advantage over RSG.
Yeah, RSG is going to continue to try and hold out here until Jason is up to par. He has died 3 times, but at least he was able to get a kill and a major. Oh, he's so close to getting one more, but unfortunately, he is going to get blocked off as KZP is going to be biting the dust this time round. Jason is just going to get another assist there as he goes back into the jungle.
So I guess that is the that is the purpose in life here for that KZP Jawhead.
Yeah,
he needs to keep catching Sunset Lover, or else Jason is not gonna have a good time.
Oh, Jason, he's not even gonna challenge that, but he's able to get the buff in time sync, getting some good damage in. However, he isn't going to be wasting using his ultimate this time round. One shot caught out of position, hit by the feathered airstrike, doesn't get out of there in time. He overstayed his welcome, and he finally gets punished for it.
Okay, so one shot there needs to be mindful of his position.
Where should he be standing then?
Well, I think anywhere, as long as he's not near the Alucard. Anywhere but not near the Alucard.
As long as he doesn't push his luck with Jason here.
Because the thing is, you overstay your welcome. You try to get a lot of these minions, but then again, if you could have just moved to another lane, you could have gotten the same goal, and you didn't have to go down.
Yeah, and I mean, do they win in the team? Does Unique actually win in a full-blown team fight at this point in time?
That is the question, because right now LY4 is online and they're trying to fight this. Look at this. But a lot of ultimates were used. If Unique Devo wants to fight, now's the time.
I mean, they could. I mean, Benedetta is running up. They do find that first initial kill onto KZP, but again, KZP, he has taken the emblems just for it. He got to pull himself together, and he just comes back up pretty shortly after.
Unique Devo. They really need to look at their options here. Defender trying to run away, and Sync just being the king of the bottom lane. Not really giving any space for those who actually try and stay and contest him there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a tough one. Final blow coming out of Defender. He just wants to clear this wave and then just walk away. And it's not like Sync can actually catch him in a lot of these situations.
Well, Sync here, he knows that he cannot catch the Benedetta, but as long as there is a way to deal damage, he will do that.
Yeah, he tries to turn this around, and the rest.
Oh, Sunset Lover!
Oh no, KZP! He's so out of position. He's trying to get out of there. He flickers on through. Sync trying to get some damage in, but again, it's looking messy. LY4 can't seem to get on out of there. He manages to get a Chrono Dash to protect himself the last bit of health, but Sawo with a wild charge comes in hard with the help of Sunset Lover, absolutely demolishing the rest of RSG. It's going to be a 3-for-2 trade.
Sunset Lover really loves the idea of heroes going in front and trying to take his allies down. Whenever Jason goes to the front line and he sees the dash, he always throws out his ultimate, and that's it. That's the only thing that they need.
Yeah, I think at this point, if Sunset Lover catches at least 2 to 3 people with his ult, it's pretty much over for RSG if they don't have a flicker or some sort of ability spell to get on out of it.
And look at this Unique Devo. They actually have the upper hand right now. We did see them get the upper hand, but it was the early game. But right now, this is kind of the late game. It's almost 12 minutes. Let's see how longer will they take, this kind of lead in their hands and not let it slip out.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see here, because I feel like RSG, they do this more often than not, that they like extending it towards the later stages of the game. But, I mean, the way that Unique has drafted kind of puts a big question mark here. So, let's see how much they can snowball off of this Sync having to get on out of there. He sees one shot. This is an awkward position to be, but can he? Oh, my goodness! A full combination, not missing a single ability. Sync takes out one shot in one shot. But Sunset Lover is trying to bail the rest of the team out. Lil not being able to get out of there. He tries to go with the flowing bud, but it still doesn't cover enough distance. Defender also rotating just in time. Sees KZP, gets a little bit of damage, but unfortunately not enough to put him under lethal pressure.
And you know what? Yuzhong Sink, he was running away. He was running away from Lil, and he just, well, Defender, but he just saw one shot and literally just one-shot him with one full combo, and that is it for his life. But the Harith pick off there, that was crucial. Make that too as they take down Alucard as well.
Yeah, and this means that they are going to be resetting the Lord, and RSG once again getting punished for these objectives. It's so difficult for RSG to take these neutral objectives.
Because of all the, control potential that, Sunset Lover has. I mean, Sunset Lover right now is playing like a monster.
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely loves the fact that every time these neutral objectives comes up and RSG just kind of gather together all in one place, it just becomes a juicier target for him.
But he has... Well, for the side of RSG, they have no choice. It's either they put Shawhead on Veil duty, or it's the only thing that you can do. Will you send Sync to chase down after Sunset Lover when he can go for the, one-shot Yeesun Shed?
I'm not entirely sure, but let's see how Jason scales up into this game. Let's have a look at the items to see how far he has come here.
Yeah.
He hit level 14, and it looks like he is just almost breaking in towards that Blade of Despair.
And he is, he is late in his items. He should have had his Blade of Despair if this was a normal game, but Sunset Lover is doing a great job containing people onto the side of RSG.
Yeah, KZP is still doing it, and even though they lost an inhibitor turret, it's no big deal as long as they keep up this run. And Sync getting some good damage onto Sunset Lover. They push him out, but Lord finally going down. This could be the option that they're looking for. Sync getting a great knockup. Can he find one more? No, he doesn't, but he lands and still survives. It comes with defensive airstrike as well. Again, everybody is at literally 1 HP. One shot, 1 HP. Defender, he's got 20% of his HP. Even Lil is at 1 HP.
Will this be our first 3-game series for the group stages of day number 1? We only had 2 zeros, but right now, Unique Devo, they might take 1 game away from RSG.
Yeah, they might. They might actually be able to do this, and I don't know whether, what went wrong? Was this Alucard pick that costly?
I mean, looking at his score right now, 263, he's not doing his job, obviously.
Yeah, he is. I mean, Jason is struggling getting in on this. Lil tries to bait out with something with the flowing blood as well. Doesn't get, luckily the ult is a toggle. They changed it to a toggle, which is nice. ZP getting really hurt coming in from the Windblades from Sunset Lover, but again, missing all 3 inhibitors, super minions coming in from every single wave. Unique finally have an option, but Sync going to be starting off this initiation with KZP unstoppable force onto one shot. He is able to flicker on out of there, but this allows Sync getting a triple knock up there, looking for any options here to get the kill, but he finally goes down. One shot able to kite it perfectly, and Jason as well could not seal the deal. This is it. Unique finally find their first win in M2 against RSG, but not yet. Not just yet. They cleared the wave. Sana saves it for a little bit longer.
Will this be a deny of this win? Let's see, can they defend this? RSG, they are running on fumes.
Yeah, they are, and finally, there's the angle. One shot, he gets locked down, but that's gonna be it.
That's gonna be it.
GG, well played, going over to Unique Devo. I mean, these guys, Devo, I mean, these guys done such a great...
Looking at it, they have, RSG now has ways to jump on that Hanzo in the jungle. To be completely honest with you, the Alice is there, flowing blood is all it takes. Let's say Roger is there as well, and Roger is king of invade.
Uh-huh.
So they would have, let's say, less of a problem than Unique Devu had in game number 1.
I would. Okay, all right, yeah. That makes a lot more sense because at least they are able to kind of like push them away at level 1 rather than oh no, I try to do something and the buff's gone.
But then again, you know what? Game number 1, it was an invisible enemy. Like, what can the Jawhead do if the Jawhead doesn't have the means to actually reach the the body of the Hanzo and just go for the spearhead time and again? You're not gonna make the most out of your ejectors. You're not gonna make the most out of your unstoppable forces.
Well, I definitely think it was just, you know, a priority target situation that should have been done since the beginning of the game. But let's see how they're going to play this out because now it's Unique's turn to whip out the Hanzo on one shot. So this is going to be a pretty exciting game.
Okay, so right now you can see Lil going aggressive on LY4 there. LY4, surprisingly, is on the Alice. And Jason is now the jungler for the side of RSG.
Yeah, it looks like they've kind of switched the roles here a little bit, allowing LY4 to go in towards the off lane here to kind of just sit and just farm up those, farm up everything. And LY4 taking quite a bit of damage here. KCP getting that third hit of G Kundo onto a one shot. Oh no, he's in trouble. He goes down. The invade is successful as they take out one shot. Not ideal, but very unfortunate. Sunset Lover goes on with him as well. Defender able to find a return kill at the very least, bringing up the score, at least trading 2 for 1.
You know what? There is a saying, by the way, that if you know how to play a certain hero, then you know how to counter a certain hero as well.
Absolutely. No doubt about it at all.
So right now, RSG is showing their prowess and the know-how on how to counter a Hanzo. 4 of them went straight to the jungle, tried to jump on that Hanzo, and you know what? Hanzo went down.
Yeah, I mean, they're just looking for the punishes more often than they should. And I think, you know, RSG, they understand that their composition has a lot of this early pressure, and if they let this game drag on for too long, they're going to get outscaled naturally. So they have to play a little bit more aggressive than they usually do. Oh, Sawa getting hit by literally everything here. He tries to sidestep. He gets hit by Sana. He gets hit by the third hit of G Kundo. And finally, they're able to trade back onto KZP at the very end. So it's going just 1-1.
It's, you know what? It's like Vale keeps opening the curtains with that skill.
Oh.
And Sao gets bursted down. Look at that damage. Jason and Sana just punishing him.
Yeah, and now Sync, he's coming in, going to go for that 2v1 to buy some time, but Lil also coming in. He can use the falling star move, gets on top of Sync. He has no way to get on out, even with a passive KZP. A little late to the fight, not even level 4 to use the way of the dragon. Jason just has to back away. He has no choice.
You know what, RSG? They're doing a great job, but Unique Devo, they're not one to back down from a good fight. They're very aggressive. They can be aggressive. And right now, Sunset Lover is making these trades worth it again.
Yeah, they are making it so worth it here. So they look to pull on back and, oh, all right, with the goal lead that they have, can they push this even further? Because again, RSG, they're trying to be aggressive. Unique has punished them, and once again, Way of the Dragon coming in from KZP, but who can actually get there in time? Sana isn't there, Jason isn't there. So again, it's going to be a Way of the Dragon with no full capitalization.
Defender here having a good time onto the bottom lane. I mean, Lapu Lapu is probably one of the best offlaners that we have right now. Sana goes somewhere and they catch one shot. Oh my goodness, RSG using this diversion to its full potential to take down the enemy jungler.
It just feels like they're playing guerrilla tactics. KZP finding another pick onto a defender here. Sync turning it into that Black Dragon to make something happen. Now Wi-Fi gets chucked back into Sana. Defender gets picked off finally. But now KZP, he's playing with fire here. He's got to be careful as Sawo, he is walking up and he wants to be in the middle of this fight, but he can't really do too much.
Now, Sunset Lover, he's having a bit of a hard time just doing the same thing that he did for whoa, that was a good steal.
Really great steal.
That was a really great steal. Like, if RSG got that, they could have pushed more, they could have pressured more, but you know, Unique Unique Devo, they won't let that happen. Now, going back to what I was saying, Sunset Lover isn't having the greatest time right now. But
Sana,
I mean, I'm just gonna say that he's not having a good time, but look at that, he gets one more kill. And that actually just stops all the thought processes in my head about what I'm gonna say.
I mean, speaking of Caster's Curse, that was literally a beautiful Caster's Curse moment.
And don't worry, guys, we're used to it. But yeah, there is a problem for him, and I think he can get through with it. He can get away with those burst downs, to be honest. But for Sync right here, the objective of the Black Dragon form is not to go for, you know, the Hanzo. It is to push back Sunset Lover.
Yeah, it's to keep him out of range,
Yeah.
but I feel like a lot of these times you have to preemptively do it, so his best option is to start looking for that Hanzo, because by the time he gets there, Sunset Lover, oh no, Sana, can he survive this? Oh, he does, but he has been brought down to a very dangerous amount of health. KZP getting a little bit dangerous here as he gets sucked in, but he quickly flickers on out of there. Sawo taking a little bit of damage, and Jason not going to be jumping in on this fight just yet.
I love that answer coming out from Sawo. When he saw that the Wave of the Dragon was being cast, automatically he went straight for the Unstoppable Force, but here comes the fight. Jason gets thrown back. Roger here in the middle of everything, and he goes down. LY4, can he survive? Yes, he will. Flowing Blood will bail him out.
Yeah, and that's the way you generally want to use your Flowing Blood. It has a ridiculous amount of range. You can throw it one direction, run the other side, and then quickly switch positions.
Now, looking at it, Unique Devo, they're holding their ground. They are holding down the line.
Actually, they're doing even better than that.
Yeah.
They actually have a goal lead here. For the first time, we've seen them actually being able to maintain this goal lead for a solid 6 minutes. And can they push this even more, as Lil is going to be trying to run LY4 down, but he is just absorbing the damage. He is just spell vamping through the pain, taking as much as he can before walking away. And Lil, I don't think he's going to go for the dive, especially when you know you're up against an Alice. But down on bot side, the Sync is going to try and get on out of there. His passive is up and running, but it's not going to be enough, especially against Defender. Defender's doing a great job.
Now, clearly, Sunset Lover is the target here for KZP. But there's a diversion. They go in. Roger goes wild. Oh my goodness. Sao here's the next target. Will he go down? KZP here gets ejected, but that won't be enough to take him down. That is a 3-0, favoring the side of RSG.
Yeah, Sana just absolutely crushing it. That was so much AoE damage in such a short span of time. Can he get it off again? Nah, Lil's very, very tanky for this situation, and she does not want to do anything about it, but he has to stop LY4 and the amount of pressure he's putting out. But Defender winning out this 1v1 against Sync. Is he going to get solo killed here? Defender wins it out finally against Sync, but RSG looking to invade and steal away the purple buff in the meantime.
So we heard that you wanted, you know, an offlane battle, and let's see the Lapu Lapu right now just showing up.
Yeah, I mean, it's now that we know that Defender is capable of playing the Lapu Lapu, it makes me kind of question why they didn't bring it out sooner. But hey, who am I to question it? They made the decisions on the draft, and honestly, I think some of them were especially smart. But it's unfortunate because Defender didn't really get to show his stuff until now.
Oh, this is a great position. If Sunset Lover moves in, he's gonna go down, and I think he's down. And we did have a bit of a change in terms of camera.
Nah, the Observer, he knew what was going on. It was a horror movie for him.
Yeah.
He didn't want to watch it. It was just too horrifying.
Yeah, you know what? You just, take the camera away. It's too violent.
My soft eyes can't take it, but Lil is taking so much. He literally absorbed all of that damage, even a full Way of the Dragon, and he didn't even take a scratch. He's already back up to full, and once again, he's going to be crushing Sync under that pressure, right under the turret. And now KZP, he doesn't have Way of the Dragon, but Lil doesn't even care.
And Lil here, just the unstoppable Esmeralda onto the top lane. You know what? Defender is here as well. KZP, he's trying to get this Way of the Dragon to work for him, but you know what? A lot of the attempts that he made on Sunset Lover didn't really work, just because Purify is available for Sunset Lover. So even though you do that, you're actually putting yourself in a lot of danger just to get bursted because you're gonna use Shunpo, you're gonna use Jeet Kune Do, Wave the Dragon. Then what do you only have? What do you have next? You only have one more Shunpo. Will that be enough if it's put in the when the ultimate is put in the center of the show?
Yeah, that's why we've seen KZP almost every single time have to use his flicker as soon as he gets caught in the middle of Veil ult. So he's especially careful, but he has to play for these cooldowns here. And Sawo once again, he's able to take the damage. He finally has been able to buy some magic resist, but Sana once again having that purifies is not going to be enough for now, as the rest of the team is going to collapse under him. Defender making the play, jumping right on top. Sync looking for any options to take this Lord away. Defender, the next to fall. Sync 2v1ing in the backline while LY4 is trying to get towards him. Sawo ejectors him away, but the Flowing Bud allowing LY4 to get to that backline. He's going for the full dive. He's going to be able to trade 1 for 1. It is looking like a 3 for 2 trade. Jason in trouble. He doesn't want to get caught out any further than this, but he does have the Soul of Lava. Sync needs to get away, but he cannot. It's an even trade, 3 for 3.
And he was slapped by clothes to death. Well, probably a cloth. Well, it should be a cloth, but it's part of Esmeralda's clothes as well. So you know what? When that was happening, a push was actually happening atop by the minions, and they get the turret. So right now, it's not a total loss for RSG.
Yeah, absolutely not. It's definitely not a total loss, but considering that Unique are still ahead, at least RSG have closed down on that gold score a little bit. Only just 1k ahead. Unique is actually 1k ahead against RSG. KZP playing with fire here as Defender goes in hard to chunk him out to at least 50% of his HP, with Zhao coming in with the unstoppable force. KZP nicely done with the Shunpo. Very well timed.
I just think that these invades that come out from RSG, they go in one by one, and most of the time it costs them. Like, they don't, even if Unique Devo don't take out the heroes, the hero is forced to go back to base. So that means more position is giving out to Unique Devo. And RSG, they keep on doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, eventually it has to stop, right? Eventually Unique will get to punish this, and Lil notices what's going on here. He sees the little markings on the ground, and all of a sudden Loi comes out from the brush as they make that rotation. An interesting play coming in from RSG. I thought it would be a little bit deeper to catch somebody off, but it looks like Sawo getting caught by himself here. LY4 popping down that Blood Ode as well. Flowing Blood to get on top of Sunset Lover. This is huge. This could be the play. And even with the Winter Truncheon, it's not enough. One shot, unable to finish off Sana in the backline. KZP looking to catch up. Defender getting chucked down to 10% of his HP, but now it's the Esmeralda show, cutting them down one by one. LY4 runs out of mana. Jason is out of there. Sync is on the run too. This is a manhunt, and they're all running away from Lil. Don't get caught right now as they run, playing Ring Around the Rosies with her as well.
Oh my goodness, that fight was crazy. I couldn't even understand what was happening. What I just noticed is two people went down onto the side of Unique Devo. One shot there was the perfect target for Sync. He just used that execute perfectly. And they, got hold of the jungler. But then again, Sunset Lover is still escaping the clutches of that Yuzhong.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. And I mean, honestly, like, RSG had a really good engagement. They went on from the back as well as the front. LY4 as well as Sync looking to get into the back line, while the front line is KZP with Sana, and with the help of Jason, we're able to take out Defender in due time.
You know what? If LY4 had more items on him, probably that could have been the turnaround that RSG is trying to find. But you know what? They need, well, for Unique Devo, they really need to look out for their surroundings as well. They could not find, they could not fight in narrow spaces just because the Alice likes that.
Yeah, they definitely can. Or if they do fight in narrow spaces, at least have places to be able to hop over walls, like we just saw on the top side jungle from RSG.
And to be honest, I mean, right now LY4 has the mystery shop, but you know what? it's gonna be easier for LY to, come back from this and get his items.
Absolutely, and he's going to keep on scaling, especially when he's able to pick up those blood orbs as well.
Yeah.
He just gets stronger and stronger as time goes by.
But it's the never-ending fight onto the top lane. It's the Esmeralda and the Alice. It's how do you say this? It's parasitic, but it's mutually beneficial.
I get what you mean. I totally get what you mean there. But now, once again, trying to make this work out, Lil is going to get hit. But again, it's not going to be enough when you have Hanzo one-shot chasing you down. Jason's on the run, trying to make this work out. Tries to go for the big juke, and it's working out not bad as Sync gets into the backline with the help of LY4. Coming in with a Blood Ode and Flowing Blood. They pick off one. It's a 2-for-1 trade, but LY4 needs to get on out of there. Flowing Blood as well. 2-for-2 trade. It is relatively even here. RSG coming big with the kills, but Unique just winning across the board with the farm.
And they keep pushing them back. RSG here, they are controlling the map right now. I'm pretty sure about it. Unique, Devo, they need to find those pickoffs again. Earlier, they find the pick-off, it would turn to an objective, and right now for Unique Devo, if they get for Unstoppable Force Ejector to one of the cores here onto the side of RSG, that could mean the Lord.
Yeah, and I think this is a very crucial moment. It's 16 minutes into the game. The death timers are kind of long here, and Sync is just respawned. Almost so close. Sawo almost getting the biggest play of his life there, but now Lil, he's gonna take a little bit of damage from KZP. KZP is building tank and is taking that concussive emblem, so he's not gonna be doing as much damage as you would naturally see him when you take him high and dry and Blade of Despairs, yada yada yada. But Lil is just absolutely gigantic. Nobody can really touch her.
Yeah, even with the Durans, even with damage, mitigation coming out from your defensive items, it's gonna be equally, annoying to face up against Dill right now. Unless KZP can catch him with the Way of the Dragon without this Purify up, I don't think the effort is gonna be okay.
Yeah, I don't think the effort's going to be too okay too, but we're just going to have to wait because both teams, they know that it's going to come down to one big team by LY4. With the help of Jason, they find it. They find Sunset Lover. This is huge. Now they can start forcing these fights really hard, and they've got a mid-wave pushing as well. And one shot, he needs to clear the wave right here, right now, but Sana, they're a little bit of trouble. Sync on the run. LY4 buying some time for him. That Blood Ode, he isn't going down. 4 people, they can't get rid of LY4. This is the ace that they have been looking for, and one shot, the only member left.
And I think they're gonna end this.
No, not just. Oh wait, the dragon. Okay, getting rid of one shot, spirit form. That's fine. Gets on top, stuns him over.
They could. They're marching on. Gideon.
Oh no.
They're gonna go for it.
One shot.
He's gonna try to end this.
He needs to clear the wave.
He doesn't have the spirit. He doesn't have the spirit. RSG.
Wow.
They make that work for their side, and at this level of competition, Gideon, it only takes one mistake for you to lose a series.